right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. Let's get it. Listen, you see the post. You see other people are starting to have conversations about TikTok, right? Now, a lot of people will say, well, that's just TikTok. YouTube, Google, they won't follow suit. But I'm warning you right now, they will. It's only a matter of time. This has nothing to do as much with them wanting to just make all the money, rather than put the majority of people in the poorhouse. They want to keep a certain amount of people contained. They don't want you to have ownership of a house. They don't want you to have ownership of land. They don't want you to have ownership of any kind of businesses that's prospering. They want you to work from paycheck to paycheck and stay contained. And the only way to guarantee that this happens is they have to cut off all money sources that will bring you a decent amount of money. They already started with the jobs. The jobs, the wages don't meet the cost of living. And if you ask me, it never has. See, here is how things are supposed to be. When the cost of living goes up, when prices go up, grocery prices and rent, utility bills, the wages are supposed to go up to match it so that you can be able to pay it. But they stay the same. That's keeping you contained in a box in a certain area where they don't have to worry about you breaking out and having ownership of anything and being able to help somebody else have ownership of something. You understand? And there's more reasons than that also, too. It would take me 3 or 4 videos to get into all the reasons. I want you to understand something. I don't put these videos out to hate on anybody. I don't know these people. I don't care what they do one way or the other. But if I can warn somebody of something that they don't see, then, I feel like that's my duty. That's my responsibility. If you know that a certain street, there are people that's robbing people on that certain street, you wouldn't tell people, hey, man, don't go down that street, man, because as soon as you do, they're going to rob you. And they might hurt you. Or would you just let them find out on their own, I don't care, and just walk away? You're going to warn somebody. If not your family members, your friends, and maybe even strangers also, too. Depending on, how your demeanor is, how your characteristics is, how your mentality is. But definitely, you're going to warn somebody. And that's me trying to warn people that I see something down the road that you don't see. That's absolutely there. It's going to happen. It's already starting with TikTok. People are crying, man. If you go to that video, example after example after example, and they feel like they have been cheated, as if they have did some hard work and they're taking all that hard work for granted and they're not paying them for it. Listen, that's not a fucking job. You already knew getting into it that this thing would not last. In the back of your mind, you already knew this. You are hoping that it lasts, that you can make a decent amount of money. And a lot of people have made a decent amount of money. But now it stops. There's too many people that's on board. Use your common sense, man. Use your common sense. There are so many people that's content creators now. They almost outnumber the spectators. A lot of the spectators are content creators. And the only reason why they go to another content creator's channel or their videos is to either steal something from it or hate. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be 100% here. I've warned you about this over and over and over and over again. They're going to cut off all money sources, all ways of making money on the internet for the little man. That money will start going toward the celebrities. You have to understand what happens when technology improves, okay? Let's start with the radio. When radio was king and TV wasn't even invented yet, a lot of those actors on the radio, man, they were stars and they were making a pretty decent amount of money just by their voice on the radio. When television came into play, those same actors made a transfer from radio to what? To television. And it hurt radio severely. It really did. It almost put them all the way out. They had to adapt. They went to streaming and they went to some other things and other forms and other platforms and this and that. But they're not king anymore. Television. It happened the same thing with television. With streaming service. YouTube, Netflix. What are the celebrities doing that were once on cable television? They are making their way to what? To streaming services. Television is almost, cable is almost obsolete. It's the same thing that's happening over and over and over again. But only the celebrities. The streaming services like YouTube, Google, they use the little man to get the seed money in order to be able to contract the celebrities to come on board of their platform. They needed to make the money somehow. So they used you, and they are still currently using you. And they're going to use you up, and they're going to say bye-bye. And you're going to get mad. You're going to get sad. You're going to go through the 5 stages of grief. You're going to say, oh, I'll never go on YouTube again. That's a damn lie. You're addicted to it. The content creators will just become spectators, as they already are. They're not going to give it up. Google knows it, YouTube knows it, and TikTok knows it. This is the way it is. This world is evil. They don't care about you. They're not giving you a fighting chance. And know this, any money that they give you, they're making 100 times as much. They give you $3,600. I can guarantee you, off you alone, they're making $20,000. If you only knew how much more money that they were making and how little money that they really giving you, that's something to be angry about. You shouldn't even be a part of it at all. On this video that's posted that you see right here, everybody's crying and complaining, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I do this full time. I can't pay my rent. Guess what? There is something to do. Get a fucking job. You can't get a job? Notice that's not an option anymore. Oh, no. I'm not working. I'd rather be homeless. I'd rather live on the street, somebody's couch, go back home to my parents, borrow from friends, or just, manipulate some girl that's insecure about her body. Because that's what's happening also, too. A lot of these YouTubers, they don't tell you about the people that's really paying the bills, that's really keeping them up while they play content creator. And if you see some of these chicks, and if you see some of these significant others, you'll really understand what I'm talking about. They keep them hidden. They don't want them to be seen. They are manipulating these people so that they pay all the bills, so they can just relax every day and play content creator. They don't have a job because most of these YouTubers are putting up 10 to 12 videos a day. They're not working. And neither do they want to work. But you better learn how to. You better learn how to fill out a job application and search for a job and land that job, or you're going to be in trouble. A lot of these people that's being used, they're catching on now. And they have decided, you know what? I'd rather be by myself. I want you out. Overnight, you're going to lose your place to stay, a car to drive, money in your pocket, that easy situation that you're living in. You're going to lose that instantly. Everything. And you're going to find yourself homeless with nowhere to go. No other prospects, nobody else that you can use. Because now everybody has caught on to the fucking game. What you gonna do? This is why I explained in several videos that the homeless rate is about to go up. It's about to go sky high. You're gonna be listen, you will see tents everywhere. In places that you're not used to seeing them. The smaller cities, the little towns, and it's going to be unbelievable. Now, at first, the police is going to try to combat it. People will run to the governor and the mayor and the city manager and this and that, and they will try their best to combat it, but they won't be able to control it. It'll be too many people. The shelters will be overran, and they're not putting up any more shelters, any additional shelters. People will be fighting, trying to get a place in the shelter, killing each other for a place in the shelter, especially when wintertime comes. It's about to get bad, man. And getting back to this, it's way too many people that's involved in monetizing now. Everybody wants to monetize now. New channels are going up, man, probably in the tens of thousands every day. Probably even more than that. That's ridiculous. And you don't understand that with all these people, these companies can't afford to pay a decent amount of money to everybody. They can't. That would be an astronomical amount of money. That would cut into their pockets, their profit. And that is not an option. You already know that. So you might as well stop crying, pick yourself up, and go and get a fucking job. And if you still want to do the content creating on the side, okay, that's on the side. So if it goes away, guess what? It won't hurt you. That would just be extra money. But trying to do this 100%, you are the biggest dummy alive. It's all falling apart now. Nobody believed it. I tried to warn people years ago. Oh, no. You don't know what you're talking about. No. This is technology, social media. It'll only get better. It'll get stronger. Yeah, with the celebrities taking over. Just like I explained, when radio was king, TV took over. When TV was king, then the streaming service took over. Guess what? There will be, and it might not be in our lifetime, it may be, there will be something else that's going to outdo streaming. Watch what I tell you. It's a pattern that you don't see, or some people just don't want to see. But the celebrities are guaranteed to make their transition and still be able to make money. Not you. You are the one that pays the money in, not receives the money. You have to understand this, man. You have to understand this. You are the target audience to get the money from, not to give the money to. And you can get angry. You can write your comments. Oh, no, it ain't happened yet. It ain't happened yet, man. You've been saying this for years. You've been saying this for years. But you see it happening. See what it is. Well, I think a lot of people think if the more they keep saying to themselves, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That somehow they're going to just will it away. You know, if I don't believe, then it's not true. If enough people just don't believe, then we can just make it go away and we won't have to worry about it. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Wishful thinking. It's not going to happen. And you ain't seen nothing yet. You notice how these content creators never talk about Google? They never mention Google. Now, if they do, they'll mention it in passing, you know. And if it's negative, it's just a little small sentence and with a low voice. And, you know, well, you know, I got to watch myself because, you know, Google. Something like that, you know. Why not talk about some of the employees and the owners and investors of Google? There's a lot of news about these people. A lot of negative news about these people. But yet you never hear any of these YouTubers talking about them. I wonder why. I mean, you know, these are bad people as well. You know, you talk about everybody else, but when it comes to Google, that's off limits. No. Don't talk about them. Because they are the ones that's giving me their $50 check every month. So, hey, they are excused. Even though they're rapists and child molesters and, you know, murderers. And, yeah, hey, listen, look, you know, I need that $50 check. I need that pocket change, you know? Wait until they stop these people from monetizing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Multiple videos going up. You're going to see names that you have never seen before. Information that you have never heard before. Watch what I'm telling you now. Watch what I'm telling you. Only then will they be on the attack. Only then will they feel responsibility to warn people about these evil people. But for now, no, I'm not going to mention it. You know, that's okay. That's okay. See, they don't care about you. They really don't. They want to keep the majority of people from owning land, from owning houses, from really having any ownership of anything. They don't really care about a car, you know. But when it comes to a house paid for in land, that's a no-no. They absolutely don't want that. And they will do everything they can do to try and stop you. And it has nothing to do with race. It has absolutely nothing to do with race. I'm telling you. People want to believe that it does. That's just a tactic to keep people separated. And it keeps more money in their pocket. It keeps people busy so that they won't see what's really going on and understand what's really going on. People have said, you know, this game is being played as chess. It's not checkers. It's a long game. And they've been playing it for a long time. And you have to know how to play the game. You have to know the rules to the game to survive, if you want to survive. There's no way that you can make it in this life without a job. You might get by for a while, but you're going to bury yourself in a hole that's going to be very hard to get out of. You're going to find yourself in a situation where now you're homeless. You don't have no income. You don't have a job. Now you're trying to get a job. Now it's hard as hell to get one. And if you land one, it's going to be one of those remedial jobs with low wages. You won't make enough to even afford a place to stay. And forget about a car payments and all that. You won't be able to afford it. You are going to be on the fucking street. That's what's going to happen. People are already there now. They don't know what to do. You have people out there right now that's really trying to find a job. That's trying to work 2 and 3 of these little low-paying jobs just to have a crappy place to stay, man. A run-down place to stay. And they can barely afford that. It's frustrating for them. It really is. It's very frustrating for them. And they find themselves going backwards, not forwards. You know, they have to budget every penny, because if they don't, then it's like they will be without something that they really need, such as food, medicine, you know, things that they need to live, you know? I mean, forget about comfort and luxury. I'm talking about the most basic things, man. You're going to see a lot of these YouTubers making videos from the outside, and they're going to be begging you to death. Look, I ain't got nowhere to stay. If y'all love me up, like y'all said, y'all, I need enough money so I can give me a hotel so I can figure things out. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch what I'm telling you. It's going to be the most incredible time that you ever seen. The most sad time that you ever seen. The criminal rate is going up. It's, oh Lord, it's you know, the people that already got things figured out, you are going to be the targets. I'm telling you, man. Like, listen, get prepared. Have your weapons ready. You know, you have to change the way that you live. You know, you have to be aware of everything now. You know, don't let people just come up to you and start walking up and talking to you, because you don't know what they got on their mind. You don't know what they got planned. You don't know if they're trying to trick you or not. Keep walking and do what you got to do and get out of there. If you're in a store, department store, wherever, you understand? Don't talk to nobody. Keep moving. It's not that you're trying to be stuck up, and you are trying to survive. This is the mentality that you have to have now. Because I've heard of multiple people getting robbed while a person is trying to talk to you and distract you. Person comes behind you, and then, you know. So you have to keep it moving. You understand? You have to be smart about things. You have to plan where you're going, a route you're going. I mean, everything is different now. It's not the way that it used to be. I don't really think that this country's free anymore. I really don't. You know, and we ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, this is only the beginning. This is why I'm trying to warn people to get prepared for it. Because you're going to have thousands of people out there all at once that are going to make you their target. Whether they're going to be begging you for something or trying to take something from you. And the places that they are going to be is the places that you spend money at. Department stores, corner stores, wherever you buy anything at, these people are going to be there. They're going to be in the parking lot, sitting in the car, standing around the corner, waiting to see. That's why you got to keep it moving. Have something in your pocket, ready to use it. Somebody try to talk to you, keep moving. Don't stop. Hey man, no. Whatever it is you're trying to, no. And keep going. Keep moving. That's the way you gotta be now. It's sad, but that's the way life is now. If you want to survive. Now, even after this video, even after these other videos that's being played on YouTube and TikTok, people still won't believe it. Oh, no, not me. No. YouTube would never do that. Okay, well, just wait a little while longer. It's nearly here. It's almost here. It's almost here.